How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Monday Night Brewing up in this piece in the form of their Death Raptor Killer IPA. Quite a name for a beer. This is a vicious, malicious, and delicious 6.9% alcohol by volume ale. This is ale over there. So, yeah, talking about a hazy IPA. I would assume. Let's see what's what. This comes courtesy of Monday Night Brewing. They send off beers every so often. The curious thing about this box is that they sent off a 6-pack of this beer, and it came in the 6-pack was inside a box, but it was one of those boxes. Actually, not really all that hazy. That's the assumptions getting the better part of you, or me, I guess. Actually, it's quite chunky. Yeah, you don't see a lot of that chunky particulate kind of thing going on nowadays. But anyway, it was a 6-pack inside, with swag, like a little koozie and shit like that inside. But it's one of those ones where the box closes and it has those tabs that slide in, you know what I'm talking about. And they shipped it to me, and it got to me, and it was never closed. It wasn't taped or anything. They just put a label on it. So it's like anybody can just open up and take them what they want. But it actually got to me in one piece, which is quite bizarre. So, yeah, that's that. Label-wise, it's all right. It's a bunch of ties. That's Monday Night Brewing's thing. A bunch of ties, and, I will be the first person to sit and say particulate doesn't really bother me in a beer all that much, to be honest with you. Growing up in kind of a Belgian kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I always use realm, and that's the wrong word, but Belgian influence kind of upbringing when it comes to beer. Kind of particulate is part and parcel of that, but this is extra special. There's a lot of just chunky floaties in here. It's not going to turn me off, but I can see how it could turn a lot of people off. Just over a pinky finger of as white could be, also already kind of producing a lacing kind of head to it, and it's got this nice kind of nice rich kind of old school kind of yellow. If you were to drop that particular out of it, give it a swirl, and it kind of looks a little cleaner for a hot second. Not too shabby of a beer, but definitely has a bit of bits and pieces floating around in there. So take that for what it's worth. Doesn't bother me. It's good nose. Citrus, heavily citrus leaning, orange, pineapple, grapefruit, all showing up here, and that's pretty much the portion of the show here. Not really getting much else in there. You could talk me into a little bit of this, a little bit of that going on there, but it really is just a soft kind of bright summery kind of citrus, and not too aggressively bittering beer, although I believe there's going to be decent kind of pithy kind of grapefruity kind of bittering going on. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's not too bad. Under sweetened, so it's not under attenuated, super sweet kind of beer. There's a sweetness here. It's a double IPA, sure, but it definitely comes off as a cleaner, crisper kind of IPA, kind of like a West Coast cleanliness influence in a very much East Coast or even New England kind of hop kind of schedule. And that you're getting bursting at the seams as big citrus notes. That grapefruit / pineapple definitely leading the way in here. That's the biggest predominant part of the whole beer. And it really does come off as like a super crisp, super clean kind of New England style version of a West Coast IPA, in the sense that it's crisp. It's like that particulate be damned in this beer. It definitely comes off as super hyper clean. And drinks almost as crisp and as tight as like an IPL, and how it comes off. I actually think this is quite tasty. I mean, it's impactful. It definitely drinks all the part of its 6.9%. It doesn't come off as like a 4% beer masquerading as a 7% beer, or reverse that. A 7% beer masquerading as a 4% beer. It drinks all the part of its ABV level. It gives this bright, light, vibrant citrus level. Again, grapefruit, pineapple leading the way here. It is bright lightness, this very summery kind of impact of it. I like it. I think it's fun. Tasty, but that look, honestly, is going to put some people off. I don't, again, me, Looks matter in beer a lot of times. We're talking about these kind of, IPAs, double IPAs. If you're going to not be turned off by, like, turkey gravy, I don't know why this would turn you off, but some people will. But once you look past that, you get a really nice, well-made, right, tasty, not overly sweetened, but impactful kind of IPA in a very tasty way. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs I've had? It was like, yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? No, but tasty nonetheless. Very tasty. More than just nonetheless tasty. Value and availability, no idea. Monday night's pricing, hopefully you're talking about it. This came in like one of those cardboard box 6-pack things, so I'm hoping this is going to be sub 14 a sixer. That would be perfect for me, and hopefully that's the case. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like bright, crisp, like I said, that IPL kind of vibe to it, and something that's not overly dense, overly turbid, overly hefty. A light, bright, but yet impactful kind of New England citrus-leaning kind of IPA. You're going to love this. There you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Monday night right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.